Another night of talking sports with the legend. Tonight's guests are two high school softball players from Archbishop Ryan, Dana Bell and Sarah Vargas. Tonight, first interview, I guess, would be with Dana, Steve?
Yeah, well,
So Dana,
we're gonna be doing
back and forth, but this is Dana, the picture of Dana. Sarah's driving, and we're going to see the back of her jersey because she's driving now. So go ahead, Steve.
Where were you born and raised?
So I was born in Philadelphia, PA, and then I was raised outside of Philly in the suburb of Bethsaida. I've been living there ever since.
I want to ask Sarah the same thing.
Sarah, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Philly, PA, and I lived in Mayfair till I was 5, and then I moved to the Tarsdale area until now.
What age did you start playing sports, Dana?
So ever since I was little and was able to swim, I actually swam competitively. Until I was 9, I decided that I wanted to play softball because my grade school softball team needed players. So I decided to play, and then that was also the same year that I decided to start pitching. So I've been swimming ever since I was super little and played softball since I was 9.
How about you, Sarah?
I actually started playing t-ball around 6 years old and started swimming around that age too. I started swimming competitively around 6th grade at Lower Moreland and wanted to further out my softball career by starting to do tournament ball around the age of 12. And then I continued playing up until high school with both those sports. I also used to play basketball.
What year are you in school, Dana?
So I just finished my junior year, so this upcoming school year, the 2020-2021 school year, I'll be a senior.
How about you, Sarah?
I actually just graduated this year and will be attending Penn State Maine as a freshman in college.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What made you pick Ryan, Dana?
So ever since I was little, I was super into like math and science. So when I was going around checking out all the high schools in my area, Ryan definitely came to mind for their math and science program. And then as I started getting a little bit older, I started meeting with Coach John, softball coach, and then I kind of just fell in love with the softball program and everything about Ryan.
How about you, Sarah?
I actually started finding out how Ryan was in the high school during around my grade school years when I swam because my swim coach was actually my swim coach for my summer league, and then I actually started going to the softball workouts around 7th and 8th grade as well, and that's when me and Dana kind of met during that time. And then also my dad, he actually works at the school as well. So that had a huge factor. I also, the academics are absolutely amazing, and I just absolutely love the open house and when I shattered.
Cool. What teams have you played for, Dana?
So when I was younger in grade school, I played for my grade school, St. Charles Borromeo, and then decided that I really enjoyed softball and I wanted to go and play for, I ended up playing for Valley AA softball, and I kind of played there until I was in, I think, 7th grade, and I think in 8th grade was when I decided to start playing travel ball as well, so from 6th PA Chaos out of Delaware County. And then now I am back playing for the Newtown Rock, actually, so I came full circle. And next year I'll be playing for the Newtown Rock as well.
How about you, Sarah?
So, I actually started first off with club swim. So I swam on Lower Moreland for about like 5 years, and then I wanted to further my softball career, so I started to play tournament ball around the age of 12 at Spirit the first year, and then my second year I went to a team called RBI. It's with the MLB, and then after that I proceeded to go to Nightmare for 4 years, and then I came back to RBI this year.
It's really cool. Dana, did you start looking at our colleges yet?
Yeah, so I've actually started my application process. Right now I am looking into MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, looking at Case Western Reserve University. It's in Cleveland, Ohio. And then I always have Penn State in the back of my mind, as well as Sarah, my older sister, is also attending Penn State as a freshman this fall. So that's definitely still in the mix, but I am talking to both the coaches at MIT and Case Western, so those two are kind of my top two right now.
How about Dana, Steve? Forget about Dana. Did you ask her why she picked Penn State?
Oh, Sarah,
Yes.
why'd you pick Penn State?
Well, I was looking at a couple of schools, and some schools wanted me for softball, but they didn't have what I wanted, which was communication sciences and disorders, or speech pathology, as it's called. And Penn State has a great speech pathology program, so I was looking at there in Hofstra, and I got into Penn State Maine, and I couldn't just say no, because I thought it was just going to be an amazing experience. So that's the reason why I picked Penn State.
Are you gonna go to school in the fall, or are you doing classes remotely?
So all but one of my classes are online, but I will still be going in a dorm and on campus, because I thought it would be like just a cool experience still to check out the school, see what's still around and what's still open. But I will be leaving around the week before Thanksgiving and staying home until January.
Wow.
For the rest of the semester.
Wow. Interesting.
What was the biggest game that you ever played in?
There, I think that one was for you.
Was that for me?
Yeah.
The biggest game I ever played. Well, obviously it had to be the PCL chip on my sophomore year. That was a really big game. Of course, Dana was on the mound, and I was at first base right with her, and it was just amazing. Also, another one would be probably on my tournament team, maybe my second year on RBI when we made it to the championship. And it was the second game to the championship, and we lasted 10 innings as I pitched, and it was pretty awesome. We actually beat them by like a point because it was back and forth. It was such a great experience.
How about you, Dana?
So definitely I have to say my best game and the biggest game I ever played in was that, I believe it was 2018 championship game for Ryan. That was just an awesome game. I remember battling with that team. I think the final score was maybe 1-0. 7-inning game, that's a lot. But another game also, when I was on the Horse and Banshees, my team, we went to a tournament in, I believe it was Ocean City, Maryland. And so it was a 3-day tournament. We played Saturday, Sunday, and then you would qualify for Monday, the top 10 teams after ranking. My team was ranked 10th, so we made it in just by the, right by the end there, so we made it in. And then, so because we were the last seed, we had to play a lot of games that day. I think we ended up playing 5 games, and I pitched an inning in at least every single one of them, and then I pitched the whole championship my dad actually cried after that game, so that was kind of cool.
Dana, what was the best team that you ever played on?
For high school, honestly, every game, every team, we were all really good. I think every team had their strong suits. And then for my travel team, I think the team that was on when I was 10, 11, and 12, I was on the Horse and Banshees, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I think we had a really good team then. I had a great coach, Dick Myers, who is my coach now. He was such a great coach, I wanted to come back and play for him. But definitely that team when I was on the Horse and Banshees was it was a good team.
Sarah.
The best team I played for was probably last year's team on Nightmare. We had a bunch of really great girls that were absolutely amazing, and we did a really good job that year. I would say the funnest team I was on was my first year playing Nightmare, because I met so many new faces and friends, and I had a lot of older kids that mentored me as well, so it was a really fun time.
Dana, do you know what you want to major in college?
Yeah, so for a long time I knew that I wanted to major in engineering, but I wasn't sure like what field within engineering. Recently I made a decision that I want to study aerospace engineering.
Wow, congratulations. Good luck getting an MIT. That's a great school.
I'm super interested to make a decision.
So, is Sarah, are you playing any sports up at Penn State?
Unfortunately, no, but I will be trying out for at least the softball team, and then I'll be either doing club swim or club softball up there. I would like to stay active and do as much like clubs or activities as there is. I would honestly like to do club swim because I heard that it's a lot of fun. But if I could try out for the softball team and see at least how I did, or try to walk on, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Good luck.
What is your major?
She said it already. Go ahead, say it again.
Speech pathology, so it's helping people and children with disabilities and special needs.
Stephen had a speech pathologist at his school when he was from 5 to 21. They came in, and especially when he was little, and he had problems because he was born with a real high palate, and he had to eventually get surgery, and he had a problem rolling his R's and stuff like that. So he's been with a lot of great people, and that's a great job you're trying to go for.
It's a great field. I wanted to do it as soon as I helped out with athletes helping athletes. I thought I absolutely fell in love with it.
That's great because it's something that they can learn, and it just takes a little patience, and that's all you need. And Stephen has some struggles to this day, but it's hard for him to enunciate some words. And I tell him just do the best you can, and most of the time people understand them, but it's tough. That's one of the hardest things for a lot of these kids. So that's a great field to go into. And Dana, God bless you. Good luck going to aerospace technology and the engineering. A lot of guys I know are engineers, and it's a great career to take on. A lot of new and exciting things, especially in what you're going for.
Yeah, I think it's also important that we get a lot more girls in the STEM program.
Yes.
I think that'll be cool. I'm hoping to see a lot of girls in my engineering class, but that'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, there's a good number. I work at a job where people come in and register their cars, and I ask them what they're here for, and a lot of them are coming here doing jobs. And I met a lot of this past year. I met a lot of women engineers. It's really it's great because I encourage girls to go to school and do the best they can because most of you are smarter than the boys. That's for sure. Right, Steve?
Yep.
Yep. Any more questions for the girls?
No, that's it. Thank you, girls.
Well, good luck at Penn State and good luck at Ryan. I'm sure we'll be seeing you at Ryan this year.
We hope.
Thank you so much.
We'll see her. We'll see her. Don't worry. We'll be up there. Thanks, girls. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.